Good morning and welcome to my word for the day. I'm Lee Watson. I'm a business advisor. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an adventurer. I'm a guy who likes really good thoughts and words. And I want to share another one with you today. This is a word that means a lot to me because I think, well, for one thing, I think about it every day. And the word is commitment. You know, we can wander around. And by the way, these words, these good words that I share, they come from the Virtues Project right behind me. It's over here. And I appreciate them so much for producing not just these cards, but a culture of positiveness, a culture of cooperation and caring. And they're all over the world. They're in over 100 countries, and they've been doing this for over 30 years. So they're pretty good at it. And so I really do appreciate them for all that they do. While I'm appreciating things, I appreciate all the people who watch this. Some people watch it live. Most people watch the replay, which is awesome. It's fine because I'm not always on at the most convenient time, usually 9 o'clock in the morning. So for all of those who are watching and the people who send me the little thumbs ups and the hearts and shares and comments, I thank you for that, and I appreciate you very much. Now, I can't see any of that kind of stuff while I'm doing the show, but I check them out afterwards. And the comments especially, I try to at least acknowledge them. And I can tell you, I really do appreciate them. Okay, let's just dive right into commitment. Let's see if I can make that. Commitment. That's our word. If we don't commit to something in our life, whether it's an ideology, a philosophy, a job, a person, if we don't commit to something, we find ourselves wandering in a sea of generalities. What commitment does for us is it allows us to become that person who is a meaningful, specific kind of person. So, and by the way, I borrowed that from Zig Ziglar. He was one of my mentors, and he died a few years back, but he had some really good thoughts and ideas, like so many of my mentors. And if you don't have any mentors, they're around and they're ready and willing to work with you on whatever it is that you need. Not everybody needs the same things. If it's business related or anything that I know about, you can always contact me. I'd be happy to talk to you about that. And speaking of talking to me about that, let's see. If you go to businessbeyondnumbers.com/contact, you can book a free 15-minute call with me to mention what it is that you're thinking about, or to talk about something that I might know something about. And I'm happy to do that as long as I can, as long as I can make the time to do that. It's fun for me to connect with people in this way. I'm hopeful that that things will ease up a little bit in the world as far as sickness and viruses and the whole COVID thing and all that. I hope that relaxes a little bit more. It has gotten better, so that we can actually interact with one another in person, because I believe that people need that interaction. But in the meantime, we have the internet. Okay, well, let's dive right into commitment. Here we go. Commitment is caring deeply about a person, a goal, or a belief. Okay? Once we discern a direction, we go for it wholeheartedly. Whatever we do in life, we should do it wholeheartedly. And the reason for that is because when we put ourselves into something, First of all, we know that it's very difficult to put yourself into something that you don't resonate with, that you're not at least somewhat passionate about. And so if you do that, if you can put yourself into something wholeheartedly, that's a pretty good indicator that that's the right thing for you to be doing. That's a good test. Okay, we don't hold back, second guess, or no, let me start that sentence over. We don't hold back, second guess our decision, or hesitate to act on it fully. When we find something that we resonate with, that's the right thing for us to do, we dive in. We set goals and achieve them. Now, this whole notion of goal setting and achieving is complicated and mysterious to some people. I understand that. This is one of those things that I can talk about. So if you want to talk to me about this, I welcome you. We make promises and keep them. That's so important. Sometimes we make a promise and something happens beyond our control and we can't keep them. In that case, we talk to the person that we made a promise to, not to give them excuses, but to try to figure out how we can make it right. We go the extra mile. We're faithful to our relationships and don't allow problems to make us waver. Keeping our commitments strengthens our inner integrity. It deepens our capacity to carry responsibility with grace. One of these days, I'm sure you just heard a noise in my computer. I would love to mute that. Oh dear. I don't know what I just did, but it wasn't muting it. Okay, let's move on. There's a quote on the back of this from Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, and it goes like this. Until one is committed, there's hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. The moment one commits oneself, then providence moves too. It's a great quote. It's so true too. If you have an easy plan B, a way to get out of something, it causes you to be less effective about whatever it was because you're not committed to it. Once you commit to something like that, it's much easier to carry on and to take it to completion, which is pretty much the definition of excellence. Okay, so what does the practice of commitment look like? We make all sorts of commitments in our lives. What does the practice look like? Well, first, I'm discerning about my decisions. So we don't commit to things that we haven't really thought about. Otherwise, there's a pretty good chance that it's not going to happen. Okay? I give 100% to whatever I do. That's a good policy. Give 100% to whatever it is that you do. I'm confident in my choices. Okay. That takes a step of faith, and in order to build that confidence, and I got to tell you, honestly, I don't always have the most confidence in what I do, and I'm getting help from people on this subject. I have some people in my life who I can talk to about, who remind me that what I do is necessary and important, and I'm good at it. And so building that confidence with some of us, I don't know if it's a personality flaw of mine or what it is, but I am still at my age working to build confidence. And if you are too, and you want to talk about it, there's a number for that. businessbeyondnumbers.com/contact. It's a free call. If I can help you, that is part of my commitment to life. I keep my agreements. I'm loyal to those I care about. I have the strength to go the distance. I'm thankful for the gift of commitment. It brings passion to my purpose. Last couple of days I've been praying really hard. I have this routine in the morning where I read the Bible and I listen to some positive stuff from different people who I consider mentors. And I had a nice long walk this morning. And when I do all that stuff, it it helps me to realize what's important to me. Now, I said the last couple of days I've been praying real hard about something, and that is about my purpose, about what it is that I should be or could be or want to be committing my life to. And it's an ongoing project for me. And if you're out there and you're thinking, well, I don't know what my purpose really is, there is a method to figure that out. There is a way to to figure it out. And if you need help with that, I'm here for help. And it's partly because I struggle with it myself. There's a lot of things that I'm good at in this world, and a lot of things that I enjoy. And there should be a merging of the things that you're good at, the things that you're joyful about, the things that you can be somewhat of an expert in. And when you can bring all these things together with passion and purpose, chances are pretty good you won't feel like you're working ever. And I have those moments where I feel like I'm contributing. I'm helping somebody in some way with their business or with their personal life. I'm not a coach, but I am an advisor. And there's a difference for me. You may not see the difference, but I consider myself an advisor. And what I do is I take my experiences, my knowledge, my background, my education, I take all of those things and I help you to understand what I have gone through. So maybe you can avoid some unnecessary hurdles. Now, it is important in life for us to have challenges because when we learn to overcome them, often those skills are transferable to the next hurdle. So it's not my job to take away all of your hurdles in life, but I can shed a little bit of light on what could be helpful in any certain circumstance, something that I know about. Okay. With all of that, I'm over time again. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate the sponsors. I appreciate the Virtues Project for creating these cards. Today's card was commitment, and it's an important thing in life. I hope that you appreciate commitment. Sponsors, people who watch this and give me the little thumbs up and the hearts and the shares and the comments. I love comments. All of those things are so welcome here. And if there's some way that I can help you in life or in business, let me know. I'm here to help. Okay, with all that, I'm going to remind you, as I always do, to do something really nice for somebody else today. And if you have the resources, and some of you do, and you exercise this, you have the resources to do something really nice for a whole bunch of people, do that. It's a great thing. It's fun to watch. I appreciate you so much for that. Okay, let's be that light in the world. Let's be that source of hope and peace and joy and love and commitment and all the other things that are good in the world. Yes, I am aware that this can be a challenging, difficult, dark world, and I have challenges myself that you don't know about, and I have hurdles yet to jump over, and I want you to know that we all do. And it's not like some single thing is going to solve all your problems. The one I hear most is money. I've been self-employed my entire adult life, and it's been a roller coaster. There's been good years, really good years, and really bad years. And all that stuff happens, and those are things to learn from. The thing is, if we're joyful all the time, even in the difficult times, chances of us getting through those times is much greater. So if you want to know more about any of these kind of things, please tap into my resources, tap into the experiences that I've had and the education that I can share. So yeah, let's be that light. Let's be that light in a dark world. And as I always mention, it can be something very simple: a smile, a hug, breakfast or lunch for somebody. Simple things like this can make a great difference to somebody. And so let's do that whenever we get the opportunity. The whole idea of paying it forward and all that kind of stuff, those are little good things to do in a world that has not enough good things. Okay, I wish you peace today and every day, and let's go out and make this the best day that it possibly can be, because it is our responsibility, each one of us, to make the day the best it can be. All right, I will see you soon. Bye-bye.